Hey gang, so we're going to talk about feet. I think all of us tend to, embrace the idea that we'll find the magic shoe is going to make our foot work perfectly. I would tell you that theory is wrong. I would ask you to now think about putting a better foot into whatever shoe you want to run in. So one of the biggest problems with foot control we see is that runners tend to either kind of roll out the inside of the foot or tend to collapse in a whole lot, right? And I don't like to use the words pronation, supination because there's a big stigma on which one's better, one's worse, right? There's not. Pronation, supination are natural movements that occur in your foot, and they should occur in your foot. I just want to teach you how to control them properly. So we're going to start with a little coordination exercise we call toe yoga, okay? So what we want to think about doing is learning to separate muscles that work across the forefoot, right? Because when your forefoot's active and controlled, it prevents your rear foot from making bad decisions, right? So we're going to think about making sure we have a solid line of pressure across the entire metatarsal head of the ball of the foot, and we're going to work on making sure we can separate our big toe. So what this should look like is you should be able to raise your big toe up by itself, little toes stay down, and now drive your big toe through the floor and raise the little toes up. And if you notice right now, I'm doing this without my arch collapsing, okay? And so some of you may think this looks crazy, but all this is, you can move your thumb and your fingers independently. You should be able to do the same thing with your foot. So to help you build this pattern, what I want you to do is you're going to take your finger, and you can also use a ruler or a clipboard to help with this, but you want to go ahead and raise the big toe up, and then think about you have somebody you don't like right on their face, right under your big toe, and I want you to smash their face, okay? And that's a dumb cue, but you want to think about pushing down and not curling, because when you curl this joint of the big toe, that's actually using muscles in your shin, and we want to change it and use muscles in the feet, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to actively raise the big toe up and drive it down. Big toe up, drive it down. Big toe up and drive it down. You can see how the skin's kind of blanching under my big toe because it's pushing down. Once you've got that much force, just let your little toes just go ahead and float on up. That's a great way to learn to separate out muscles in the big toe versus muscles in the little toe, okay? And working back and forth here. Once this becomes easy, you can go ahead and try this in single leg, okay? Feel free to put a hand on the wall and eventually work up to the point where you can do this just standing on your own, okay? Your foot's linked between the ground. It's important to make sure you build proper coordination for stability.